Hello, my friends. I wanted to pop in here and record a quick video update. It's been a few weeks. Actually, it's been 3 weeks. Today is October 25th. So basically, a few more weeks and the residency will be over, which is so exciting in the sense of that we're going to make so much progress. But at the same time, it's sad because I'm kind of getting used to this environment, this lifestyle, and living in New York. And I'm definitely going back home after the residency since I was not planning to relocate to New York. So it's interesting. Just wanted to share how it's going. And while I'm recording this video, I was actually editing a different video. And while I was doing the editing, I was like, hold on a second. There is no update on what's happening with the startup, with Antler's residency. So let me also create this video really quick before I forget. This is the editing that's happening. And this is the awesome weather, which is also happening here. Miles says relaxing. He got tired because we actually walked for 45 minutes from the office. So I guess he did not appreciate that because it was pretty hot. It was quite a walk, but I loved it because, just got my steps in as well as chatted with my mom while we were walking. So it's amazing. And speaking of this awesome weather, I'm going to Central Park tomorrow after I work. So the plan is to get my book that I need to finish on customer discoveries and building a product. I started reading Hooked. Really cool book. Recommend to everyone. Never have enough time to actually sit and read. I guess I will have to do it there. And I also love doing journaling, gratitude journaling, while I'm also at the places like Central Park, which kind of hold this special place in my heart. That's what's happening. And also on Sunday, I am going to Boston to do an interview with a girl that studies at Harvard. This is extremely exciting just because it's going to go to the startup YouTube channel where we'll share how does it feel like to study at Harvard, why should you go study there, how to get accepted, because the acceptance rate is less than 3% if I'm not mistaken. Also, what does it feel like to be an international student there? So excited about that. Speaking of Antler and what's happening at the residency, I was actually on my way home today and I met a girl at the elevator and she was so interested in learning more about the program, talking to founders, maybe becoming a founder herself one day. So it was an exciting chat and also something to think about in terms of meeting people and telling them about what you work on. In terms of actual work that's happening at the Antler, since we pivoted, we are kind of redoing some parts of the website. We are implementing a lot of different AI integrations. My CTO co-founder actually is doing that, but I'm doing some of the design stuff as well as preparing everything for marketing, trying to understand how better we can communicate that with our clients and how can we get this product market fit and see how much money we can, it's not even about the money at this point, but at the same time, if someone likes and wants your product, they will pay for it, right? So it's not about the money, but at the same time, it is about the money. So we'll see. I just want to get it out there, test it, get feedback, and keep working on that. Keep working on improving it, adding some scenarios on for example, submitting your visa application, right? Or learning a specific language program, or preparing for a TOEFL test. So a lot of things that can be done. We're just focusing on one thing for an MVP because we literally have 3 weeks until the end of the residency. It does not mean that we will be ready in 3 weeks and that will be our final product. Of course not. That will be an MVP. We're planning to release it next week. We're planning to, again, test, see how it goes, and just keep improving it. Keep working on that. There is just a lot of work on this front, but I'm also like very excited because this competitiveness that we have at Antler, competitiveness in a good sense, like everyone is super helpful. It's not like, you know, you're competing for the first for the prize or anything, but it feels competitive because it's only limited number of weeks. After that, you go back home, right? You're not in this community anymore. And it's also because you have limited time, and if you want to get funding, there are also like specific goals that you need to accomplish, and the goals are different for everyone. And speaking of like funding part, we had an offer which we didn't take. I shared about it in a different video. If you want to look at it, please do. In terms of like taking money, we would rather bootstrap than take money from a company or like an investor that does not align with like our long-term vision or with like the whole idea. I don't know how to explain that really good, but basically if it's not 100% yes, then it's a no. That's how I feel, and that's why it was important in that case. So funding is great, but if we can bootstrap and grow this way, it's even better. Definitely not, you know, trying to just raise money and whatever happens next. Very, very excited about this whole progress that we're making, because I've had a few weeks ago when I was like stressing out so much because I couldn't understand, like I did not want to pivot to something that's not the end goal. The end goal for me was always helping immigrants, helping people similar to me, people that went through a similar story or going to go through a similar story. I just wanted to make this path easier, and I feel like I can. I'm already doing that with the service-based business, right? Like with the visa agency. So I definitely didn't want to pivot to something that can just grow as a big company. I mean, I worked at big companies, right? I could just stay and work there. I wanted to make a difference in something that I see my value. So that's why I was stressing out, because I couldn't understand how can we do that while at the same time growing big and like becoming the next big name company. So I'm glad we figured that out. I'm glad we were able to come to this idea, to this solution. Now is the easy part, just work on it, right? Basically, that's it. November is just going to be a lot of work, a lot of like marketing, improving, testing, and stuff like that. We have at Antler, the week before Thanksgiving, it's the pitching week when we pitch to to Antler's investment committee, which is also exciting, and a lot of preparation. So something to work on. I'm also going to Tony Robbins' event, which is happening on November 14th through 17th here in New Jersey, which is right there across the river. Very excited about that. I went to his, I attended the virtual event, remote event last year, and I had so many like cool insights from it. There's a video if you want to look at that video and like listen to my insights, but definitely excited to go to the live one and experience this energy, see him live, and yeah, it's like a completely different experience. Yeah, a lot of cool, exciting stuff is happening. Please let me know if there is anything I can help you with, I can share, whatever is interesting for you on the channel. Since I haven't been like, I have my other channels that are more specific to, like the Russian speaking channel is more specific to studying abroad and getting visas and stuff like that, and like the whole immigration journey. And the one in English for Boundless 101 is more of like also niche immigration and study abroad related content. So this channel, I'm still experimenting and trying to understand what it is that my audience likes, what it is that I like talking about. And while I'm figuring this out, I'm also like sharing stuff about my life and whatever is happening. So please help me out understand what you guys like. I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.